Hello and welcome to the Future of Real Estate. I'm Darryl Baskin of McGraw, Davis & Stewart Realtors. Joining me today is Carolyn Gartside of Pinnacle Mortgage. Actually, we're going to get some great input on mortgage selection, and I have a surprise question for you.
Oh, great.
On good credit and bad credit.
Okay.
We'll answer that. Special guest, Ethan Baskin, is with us. Hello, Ethan.
Hello.
Hello. You going to sit there and be real quiet? Okay, good. Well, we're glad to have you. And also Martin Johnson, buyer specialist with the Baskin team at the Real Estate Technology Center of McGraw, Davis & Stewart. In this program, we have homes for sale. Got a lot of new homes for sale. It's surprising how many have been moving off of the market. So if you are thinking about selling, normally this is a slow time of the year, but we've seen a lot of contracts coming through, so it's not quite as slow as what you might have thought. So we'll have some of those available. You can visit us at darrylbaskin.com for more details as we go through the program. Realtor selection tip. If you're buying a home, Martin Johnson will tell you what to look for in a realtor. Wintertime home maintenance tips from Craven's Home Inspections, and also I have a home selling tip that you'll be interested in. So let's just get started with the issue of mortgages, Carolyn, and
Yes.
You've had some particular instances this week that you felt were noteworthy.
Well, we were talking earlier, and I have had some people call me and tell me that they have made application and that they're pre-approved somewhere else, but for some reason they don't get along with their loan officer for whatever reason. They've called me and they'd like to get pre-approved with us. Opinion. And so I asked them to please bring in pay stubs, bank statements, and W-2s. And they tell me, well, I was pre-approved. Well, yeah, why? Because I was pre-approved elsewhere and I never had to give them anything other than my name. So, that tells me that a lot of young couples are out there talking to people on the phone, not turning over any information, and you truthfully cannot run somebody through the system for a complete pre-approval.
Let me rephrase what you're saying. What it's telling you is a lot of young couples are being duped.
Well,
duped.
Okay.
Don't try to back out of that. Here's what's going on, because I'll tell you what is happening on the other end. I didn't know that that's your exact story, but what happens on the other end is these young couples come to us to buy a house.
With a letter.
With a letter, which you think, okay, well, they've got a letter. Of course, not even fine print. It says subject to the approval of whatever. Well, how thorough was the loan company when they put that letter together? Probably not very thorough if they didn't ask you for any information. It's just a very simple concept. If somebody asked me what their house is worth and I'd never seen it, and they said, well, it's in the 71st and Yale area. Well, there are four corners to 71st and Yale. There are duplexes at 71st and Yale. There are big, monstrous palaces at 71st and Yale. So you have to understand what it is you're doing. And what's happening is the consumer is not being told the whole story when they're going through that process. And I'd say that's being duped.
And they were, this little couple was a little bit upset with me because I wanted to know all this information. And I said, we can't run it through the system without and get an approval without.
Your profession, I have to say, your profession, even when I'm asked all these questions, sometimes I feel like a criminal that's being interrogated. Yeah. And that's just part of it. But somebody's loaning you a lot of money, and they have a right to know those things.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I have a question here that came in, lots of email questions. If you have a question that you'd like to have answered on the program at some point, email us at darryl@darrylbaskin.com, D-A-R-R-Y-L @darrylbaskin.com. My daughter and son-in-law have been investigating buying a home. My daughter's credit is very good, but her husband had a bankruptcy before they were married. Okay? Can they get normal financing through a bank, or will they have to go through a higher mortgage company if they continue their efforts?
Repeat the question.
Are you babysitting over
Yes,
there?
I was trying to make Ethan sit up.
Ethan, this is a very long time to be sitting on the set, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
He's being so good.
It is getting uncomfortably warm, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, all those fancy lights. I'm so glad you're with us, though.
Can you say hi to your mommy?
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, that was a good job. And your sisters don't get to be on TV, do they?
No.
No. But we can brag to them when you get home. Smile at the camera. That was a good nervous smile. Well, here's the question.
Okay, I'm sorry.
My daughter and son-in-law have been investigating buying a home. My daughter's credit is very good, but her husband had a bankruptcy before they were married.
Okay.
Can they get normal financing through a bank, or will they have to go to a higher mortgage company if they continue their efforts?
They don't have to go to a higher mortgage. I don't know what a higher mortgage company would be.
I was hoping you'd get the nuance of that, because the difference between a bank and a mortgage company, what is that? Most people don't know.
No, banks are not allowed to loan on 30-year home loans.
They're not allowed to, or
no,
they just don't want to?
They're not allowed to.
Okay.
The federal government stepped in back in the 80s and stopped them from doing that. You know, somebody that's had good credit and the spouse has bad credit, if they qualify, if she qualifies on her own, so be it, we wouldn't put them on. But, you know, with the bankruptcy, it only has to be over with, what am I trying to say?
Discharge.
Discharge, good.
There you go.
Discharge for 2 years, and they can get another, you know,
But people
home
are getting-
at regular rates.
At regular rates, but people
Yes.
are getting loans after bankruptcy's been charged for a year.
That's right, and we have lots of
But
loans.
that you might have to have a higher one.
Higher
You
rate.
might- a little bit higher rate.
But this lady is asking if her husband, she just got married, and her new husband has bad credit with a bankruptcy, and she has great credit, what do they do?
She can get a loan on her own.
On her own? And they can
Yes.
still buy the house together?
They can buy the house together. He could go on the deed, but we will not be using his credit
Or
The
his
point
income.
is,
or his income. Or
so
his
she
income.
has to qualify by
qualify.
herself.
And
or
sometimes
no.
that's a problem when we're not using both incomes.
Well, you're watching The Future of Real Estate. I'm Darryl Baskin of the Real Estate Technology Center. The point of that question being, Carolyn, that you can get around it in many cases. You just have to ask the questions and work
Yeah.
with somebody who knows what they're doing.
Absolutely.
481-6833. 481-6833. The experts at Pinnacle Mortgage can help you out with that. Now, if you are shopping for a home and you first need to get a realtor, buyer specialist Martin Johnson will tell us what you need to know before you choose that realtor right after this.
The loan officers of Pinnacle Mortgage still closing loans after all these years.
In the Jenks school system, McGraw Davison Stewart Realtors proudly present Wakefield Ponds. If you love water, you'll love Wakefield Ponds. With ponds, waterfalls, fountains, community swimming pools, and cabana, it's a virtual kids' paradise. Wakefield's wide range of homes are priced to suit most budgets. This is the premier place to live in South Tulsa. Only minutes from great shopping in downtown Tulsa at 121st and Peoria, with easy access to Highway 75 and the Creek Turnpike. Another quality project presented by McGraw Davison Stewart Realtors.
Hey, honey.
Hey,
So what'd you do in school today?
nothing,
What'd you do in school today?
nothing.
So what'd you do in school today?
We talked about how free trade was impacted by NAFTA and the reason this is affecting business in the U.S.
Oh,
When a kid goes through junior achievement, it shows. See how it feels to make a difference. Get involved.
Hi, I'm Darryl Baskin. I have a promise called my Total Satisfaction Guarantee. Sell your home with the Baskin team and I guarantee you'll be satisfied, or I'll give you my commission back. You'll be happy because my expertise at negotiating over 2,000 home sales gives you an advantage other home sellers just don't have. That's why I sell a house every other day. I'm applying for the job to be your realtor. Don't sell your home until you receive my free information package. Call or click 918-258-2600. I guarantee you'll be satisfied. Welcome back to The Future of Real Estate. I'm Darryl Baskin of the Real Estate Technology Center at McGraw Davison Stewart. If you're shopping for a home, grab a pen and piece of paper.
A pen and pencil.
That's almost what I said. And visit DarrylBaskin.com for 24-hour virtual tours. Save gas, especially at today's gas prices. You certainly want to cut down on some of that. Just as if you're walking through the house. One address, thousands of homes. DarrylBaskin.com. 1650 South Ash has a brand new price of $88.9, I believe. I mean, that was just called to me on the way over here to the program. 2 living areas, newly refinished hardwood floors, pool and deck. Now, here's a detail of that hardwood floor, and they are beautiful. Really, when you're looking at something that's durable, that has some class, for a price like this in the 80s, again, the new price, definitely a place you want to put on your list. 7833 South Gary Place has a fantastic new price of $133, totally remodeled, Walnut Creek and Jinx, 3-car driveway, formal dining room, and was very popular at the old price, so I expect that one to sell quickly. 4507 West Princeton Place in the Union Schools in the Southbrook 4 edition. Nice thing about that, there are lots of cul-de-sacs in this area, so there's not a lot of not a heavy traffic unless you live on one of the main streets, and this is one of the off branches of that. Brand new roof. Now here, 10736 South 69th East Avenue, popular Forest Trails. Incredible floor plan with a mother-in-law suite, so it has 2 master suites, entertainment gallery, 2 laundry rooms. Actually, I thought I had another picture of that one. Also in Forest Trails, we have a 1-level with a pool at 3,300 square feet, and just went on the market and has, it's $310,000.
Oh, you're not talking about this one?
No, this one.
That address is not in Forest Trails, Darryl. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. 13606 South 124th East Avenue, $209,000. Excellent family floor plan with formal entertainment space, big yard, and Bixby Schools. Now here is a fantastic price. I have a clearance list going. If you want to get a copy of that clearance list, there are homes that are priced well below others in the neighborhood on price per square foot, or they've had other things that create them certain features that are well below price than the others. There's certain criteria that you have to be to get on that list. This is one of them, a newer 3-car garage home in Broken Arrow. Formal rooms, great room, and over 3,000 square feet. 509 Honeysuckle Lane fits on the clearance list. $200,000 on 2.5 acres, a Frank Lloyd Wright floor plan, new exterior paint.
3,600 feet in that one. That one's
3,600?
It's a very good sized house.
It's huge and well worth a trip to see. 3749 South 124th. Union Schools for $112,000, 1 level, new paint and carpet, lots of space, workshop, and an area pool just down the street so you don't have to take care of it. And this has some neat features. Many times you just get plain old houses. This one has pedestal sink with still lots of storage, and so they've gone in over the years and done some neat things. A marble enclosed shower, even has a whirlpool tub in it, and Union Schools. And the ever-popular luxury bed and breakfast, $3.75 million. Residence and business sold turnkey. This is the Inn at Jarrett Farm. The business is still running strong, so don't cancel your Christmas time reservations. Definitely a great place to take your wife if you're looking to earn some extra points. 120 acres with a pond, pool, restaurant, and 12 luxury suites. This is a picture of the conference room, and all the suites have fireplaces, so they're great in the summer and great in the winter. Well, 9513 East 95th Place is brand new on the market in the Cedar Ridge area. Union Schools with new tile, paint, carpet, and an office for only $138,500. And last, we have 13303 East 39th for $163,000. Immaculate condition, 4-bedroom, new frisee carpeting, sunroom, and a corner lot. So if you want any more information about those homes, visit us online at darrylbaskin.com, DarrylBaskin.com, or call us at 258-2600. We do have a buyer specialist on call every day except Sunday until 9 p.m., so you can talk to somebody who knows about real estate. You won't be talking to an answering service. 258-2600. Now, talking about choosing a realtor, Martin Johnson, buyer specialist on the Baskin team at McGraw. What is a realtor selection tip? I mean, there are a lot of different tips, but you had one that I found very interesting.
Well, we were laughing about it, but it's true. Sometimes, we have clients that have dealt with us in the past, or repeat clients or referral customers, and they generally call and make an appointment and come in and meet with us and go over their criteria, and very much involved in the process of selecting a realtor. And then other times I have people who will call off of a sign. They drove by a sign in a neighborhood, called, and it just seems invariable. Their question is, can you meet me over here? I'm sitting here in the driveway. And I politely explain that I have other appointments or I have something going on. And some of them get so frustrated and just think I'm horrible because I can't drop everything I'm doing and run over there and be there in 10 minutes. And so we were laughing and saying, if I were choosing an accountant to do my taxes, I wouldn't call 3 accountants and see which one could get there first and then base my decision on who got there the fastest, because that, to me, would not be a very good indication of what their expertise is and whether they know what they're doing or not. All that means is they have time on their hands.
And why do they have lots of time on their hands?
Because they're not very busy.
People aren't calling them. And I think this is such a critical point, because in the beginning, it seems like all you're hiring a realtor to do, Martin, is let you into the house? Can you unlock the door? But as soon as
I think you tend to get so focused on the house, you're not realizing that, you know, if I don't take the time to interview a few agents, you know, when people go to sell their house, they'll generally interview several agents, you know, two or three agents before they choose one. I should say brokers. Not supposed to use that A word. Right. People don't. There just seems to be a misconception on the buying side that there's no need to do that. And,
well, it doesn't become important until it's too late.
That's correct.
And once you've written the contract and the inspections are being done and you have a glitch with your financing because you didn't go to Pinnacle Mortgage, is that a good plug? That was shameless. That was shameless.
That was good.
Once you have those things that you really need expertise, or the seller says, no, I want to change the contract, or they're, you know, taking the window coverings, or, you know, things just aren't going the way they're supposed to. Somebody who doesn't know what they're doing or doesn't have good experience is saying, I don't know what to do.
Well, that, and they're not able to be proactive. They haven't been through the process with the experience, with the expertise and the knowledge. You know, there's a lot of things that we can head off because we've been down that road before, and we can avert a problem before it becomes a problem. And when you're dealing with someone who has nothing but time on their hands, chances are pretty good that they don't have that experience.
Ultimately, you want a good balance between, hey, I can meet you there in a couple of hours, but not.
Right. That's not to say we don't want to provide good service and be on top of things, but it just makes me laugh. And I did that. I found myself doing that to someone today. I called a roofing contractor, and he said, well, I could meet you over there. And I started telling him, well, I could be there at 5. Or he said, well, I can't do it today. And it kind of made me laugh because I was doing to him the very thing that people do to me. I wasn't even thinking about it.
Well, why are you so busy? Well, it's because I actually fix roofs and people call me because I'm correcting the other problems that weren't fixed right the first time maybe, or it's reliability. So. Excellent point, and I appreciate you bringing that up because there are plenty of things that we can say about, well, you've got to have somebody who, you know, you can look at designations, you can look at how many homes they've sold. All of those things are great, but there are some real key factors to that, some practical factors that you need to be aware of as you're calling.
Well, I think you can get a pretty good sense pretty quickly if you talk to 2 or 3 different people who knows what they're talking about and who doesn't. I mean, I was recently shopping for a car, and I went to 2 different dealers, 2 lots, the same car, and the one salesman that came out, I knew right off the bat didn't know what he was talking about, and I went to the other one, and he knew his facts. He knew, you know, he knew things that he should know, you know, and I figured that out in 10 minutes.
A good salesperson is worth what they get paid. Right. In any profession, it's a given. So, excellent advice. 258-2600 for the buyer specialists at the Real Estate Technology Center of McGraw Davis & Stewart. 258-2600. Taking a look at some more houses before we go to our next break. You can visit us online at darrylbaskin.com. We have a country home with 1 1/4 acre for only, actually $149,900 is not the current price. That's been reduced, and I think it's down in the 120s now. Martin, are you?
Oh, no, I don't remember off the top of my head.
Call to verify that price. This is on the very edge of Broken Arrow off of Highway 51. Game room, formal rooms, large country kitchen, the Broken Arrow Coweta border. 4325 South Dogwood. Now, this is not an ugly home. We just thought the backyard had a lot to say about how pristine it was, the nice deck, the storage building. Aspen Park has newer 90s style construction and 3 living areas with a winding staircase. Great home and great yard. 3908 West Twin Oaks in Nottingham in Broken Arrow. $279, brand new price. It was a good price before, again, but it's looking for some more attention. Granite, countertops, stainless steel appliances, wrought iron throughout the house, a park and the pool. Rear entry, you know, we have so many houses here that have the ugly garage right in the very front. I just drive up, look at my beautiful garage. Well, this Nottingham has that concept where you have a rear entry, an alley. And as you drive through some of the main streets there, you're not looking at these garages. This has a nice breakfast patio in the entry, or at the front of the house. So check that one out. And last, remember to hire the Baskin team to sell your home and start packing. Use our moving truck for free. Get more information by calling 258-2600. I'm Darryl Baskin, 258-2600 or darrylbaskin.com. We'll be back with some more and a home seller's tip right after this.
As the largest business leadership organization in the region, the Tulsa Metro Chamber serves as an integral part of what makes our community a great place to live, work, and play. We work year-round to enhance our quality of life To strengthen our prosperity through economic development and to promote our beautiful and unique community to the world. Tulsa Metro Chamber, creating a better community where we live, work, and play. Be a part of it. Visit tulsachamber.com.
In the Jenks school system, McGraw Davidson Stewart Realtors proudly present Wakefield Ponds. If you love water, you'll love Wakefield Ponds. With ponds, waterfalls, fountains, community swimming pools, and cabana, it's a virtual kids' paradise. Wakefield's wide range of homes are priced to suit most budgets. This is the premier place to live in South Tulsa. Only minutes from great shopping in downtown Tulsa at 121st and Peoria with easy access to Highway 75 and the Creek Turnpike. Another quality project presented by McGraw Davidson Stewart Realtors.
To all the fathers, mothers, sons, daughters, brothers, and sisters of the U.S. military, we would like to say thank you for your tremendous sacrifices. We will not forget. Our thoughts and prayers are with each and every one of you and your families. May God continue to bless you and the United States of America. Pinnacle Mortgage Corporation.
Hi, I'm Darryl Baskin. I have a promise called my Total Satisfaction Guarantee. Sell your home with the Baskin team and I guarantee you'll be satisfied, or I'll give you my commission back. You'll be happy because my expertise at negotiating over 2,000 home sales gives you an advantage other home sellers just don't have. That's why I sell a house every other day. I'm applying for the job to be your realtor. Don't sell your home until you receive my free information package. Call or click 918-258-2600. I guarantee you'll be satisfied. Welcome back to the Future of Real Estate. I'm Darryl Baskin of the Real Estate Technology Center at McGraw Davidson Stewart. And Ethan, I appreciate you being so good throughout this program.
Contributing a lot too.
Yeah, he has.
Realtor in training here.
That's right. A couple of kicks underneath the thing. That little rumble is not a set of drums. It is my son's feet kicking the pedestal.
Adding sound effects to the program tonight.
Carolyn, thanks for the idea of having Ethan on.
I'm glad to. He's so much more interesting.
Well, thank you very much.
Then
what?
No,
that was implied.
I won't say that.
That was implied. You don't have to say it. If you're shopping for a house, visit DarrylBaskin.com. We've got a few more that we're going to throw in. Now, remember, these are only the ones we had time to get on this program. A log home on 7 acres, $285,900. A fabulous deck with a detached 3-car garage. Fantastic detail here. This is a real log home, not just a bunch of paneling. So when you're looking through it, you've got granite countertops, great windows, and I mean, look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
That is
commercial
beautiful.
range. And
That's right, a commercial range. 202 South Park Street, great commercial bed or breakfast. Sepulpa, super investor's deal. Isn't that a great looking porch? That's downtown.
That was a boarding house at one time, is my understanding.
Oh, really?
And it has been something besides a residence in the past.
And you know, Sepulpa is a great place to live.
Oh.
You going to tell Terry I said that? Terry Gartside, Carolyn's husband.
Yes.
And he and I are friends, but you know, we have to give each other a hard time sometimes. And he's got that market sewn up. So it has to get all over him when I've got a Sepulpa
it pleases us when we
there.
get a Sepulpa listing.
Yeah, we like to do that. But Sepulpa is a great place to live, and this is right downtown. So go check that one out. 3909 West Nashville Street, 229.9. Fabulous greenbelt. And where can you get a backyard like this?
I thought that one lowered too, Darryl.
Well, it may be. Lancaster Place. You know, we've had so many changes, and I only got through about half the list today.
I believe that price is lowered.
We can get answers fast, including the newest prices at 258-2600, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., the real estate hotline at the Real Estate Technology Center of McGraw Davidson Stewart. 3833 South Madison Avenue, 129.9, perfect location in Midtown, and a hard-to-find private master suite, and I mean full suite, not just a little bedroom with a small bathroom. This has really got a great setup. In 7029 East 100th Place. In Jenks Schools, great price for the footage. Sheridan Hill South Edition, and a private yard. Last, 3308 South New Haven for only $83,000. Classy refinished hardwood floors, great yard, remodeled kitchen.
That's cute.
And a fireplace. You know, it's amazing what you can get for $83,000. I mean,
that is
homes
really
in the
cute.
80s, and we've got a good selection of them. Whether you're buying a luxury home, we're Who's Who in Luxury Real Estate. You'll find us listed there. Also on luxuryrealestate.com. Plus, you can get us down on the low end. We've got some $23,000 lots, a $49,000 condo. And when you're talking about payments in those ranges, it doesn't matter if you're a first-time home buyer or buying your final home or you just want to get the palace that you've always dreamed of, we can take care of you. 258-2600, the Darryl Baskin team at McGraw Davis and Stewart Realtors. Now, I promised a seller's tip, and that is selling a home in this market. Everybody says, oh, the market's slow, the market's slow. Homes are selling. Now, there's a lot of selection, and that's something that home sellers have to really pay attention to, and that's where price bracketing and strategic pricing come in. Ethan, thanks for your cheerleading. But let me finish this one last point. Is that okay? And then I'm going to let you say bye to Momo. Okay? All right. If you've got a home on the market, you want to make sure you are priced strategically with those other homes that you're competing with. And one of the only ways to do that is to look at those other houses and to match them up. And sometimes, many times, it takes a third party who's not interested in all of the things, and this sounds so mean, but is not interested in all the things that you've done there. There's an emotional attachment to a house.
All the memories you have there.
I have them on mine.
Yeah.
I know how hard I worked to get certain things to fit right. But you know, the next guy doesn't care, because if the house that he's looking at still has stuff that fits, they're not going to pay more for my stuff that fits. So it's something that you have to pay attention to and have a very impartial view. That's where realtors can be very important. So price bracketing and sizing up your competition. Make sure that you're there, because being the best selection in any market will almost guarantee a sale, and that's what you're after.
And I'll say, as far as the market being bad or not, or whatever the rumors are about the market, we've had a huge influx of out-of-town people all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been a year or two since we've had so many people moving to Tulsa. I mean, everyone there for a while, it seemed like everyone was leaving Tulsa, but now in the last
That's why
month.
I think it's so critical. You have a lot of people who are just buying into average, and it's so critical to have a heartbeat on the market and to know what's happening. Know what's happening economically, know what's happening with the market, the supply, the inventory, the absorption rate, how quickly homes are going off the market, and that kind of advice can help you put yours on at the right time and get it sold. So if you need some more of that information, call us at 258-2600. We do have a special report, 29 essential homes, or essential tips that get homes sold fast and for top dollar. We can send out to you for free if you'd like that. 258-2600. Ethan, say bye to Momo. Bye-bye, Momo. Thanks for being with us. I'm Darryl Baskin. We'll see you again here on The Future of Real Estate next week.
Real estate is now. Darryl Baskin can show you how. It's a winning spirit, the way to go. Expert advice from the one you know. Darryl Baskin, the future of real estate is now.
Blah, 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 blah.